What?
Morning. Doing my daily jog around before I head to the city.
Hmm.
Covered in void. They didn't look like void. Are they? Who are they? You have any idea?
No idea.
Okay. I've never seen them before. Associate of yours, Roderick? Off chance? Or maybe of your fiance?
Oh, the girl that just kind of just walked off.
No, I've never seen them
You
before.
didn't see her? Oh, okay.
Oh, let me guess. Alright, let's get off.
Alright, our stop's here.
Alright, kiddo, let's go.
Oh.
It's raining a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it hasn't stopped raining for days. It's fucking annoying.
Last pass.
Hmm.
You can get a punch card.
I just cried. Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna get. Or city pass or whatever. I come here so frequently, I'm tired of buying tickets.
You alright, Oogie, after... Okay, never mind, we don't have to talk about it if we don't want to.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just fucking memory lane is shitty at times.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And the fun factor, more questions than answers, but that's normally what fucking happens, huh?
Yeah, I know that feeling all too well.
You
sure you're gonna be okay?
Sorry. Truthfully, I'm not too sure. 'Cause
like I said, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But
That's
if you
fair.
want to, I'm here to listen.
I'm probably gonna end up talking to Cinnabelle about it because he knows about it. And but it involves around a friend I lost a few years back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, technically two friends. One being Curb and Fruity's adopted daughter. They took in, so.
Oh.
Well, she's alive, but we can't fucking see her. Yeah, whole amnesia thing. Plus, if she sees us, there's the chance of berserk with no recovery. It's a ordeal, so.
Oh.
Well, my other friend, News was... I think it was a god that basically fucking yoinked him from my...
Ow.
He's gonna get that book
How
soak.
does... Yeah, I mean, I had to grab onto Nirvana, hide him under my shawl. That way he wouldn't get wet.
I know Town Crossing's a lot more clear. Wanna go back over there and go to, like, the park area?
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I wanted to perform, and, for our visitor that's coming, I've been practicing a little My Chemical Romance song, and I was like, you know what, the mood fits. But the entire time I was
Excuse
trying to play
me!
it.
What?
Yeah, in case he happens to come around when I'm performing, I'm gonna
Jesus
play a little My Chemical
fucking
Romance song.
Christ!
It's either that or the parody song I wrote about him. Which I don't think would be a good idea.
That's fine. That's fair.
We don't talk about that.
No, do not do that. But
I posted the lyrics online and I asked people if they sounded good and they said yes and they wanted it to be a thing, and I'm like, okay, I might make it a secret thing. I don't know.
who the fuck knows? But from my knowledge, God that was tired of its job went the fuck off and did a very convoluted plan to do so. Like,
Convoluted how?
let's see. Making a like a humanized version body of himself, giving it sentience and shit like that. Put it to sleep, wake it up fucking years and years and years later. This guy has the powers of the seasons with him. Oh, also, the god used part of the power of the core of this planet to make a new planet entirely, so he could fuck off over there. Made a fucking whole cult of god hunters for this fucking plan.
I don't know how I feel about that last part.
I think they're gone. If I remember, memory serves right. At one point, the friend died way too fucking early on, so he became this dead variation of himself, which when he recovered enough, thanks to some fucking, some of the other gods, because we were dealing with Irish gods in the sense of, nose fuckers, but when we dealt with them, instead of just reviving the same body, he left that body behind, making a new body, which was the summer variation of himself, which, funny enough, when he goes into different seasons in the sense of reviving, he becomes kind of like a new person. He still has, like, a good chunk of memories, in the sense of, like, the more important ones, like who's his friends and who's his enemies and shit like that. But his personality was a fucking, would change every single season. And how he acts and stuff like that. So he was an entirely new person every single season. And the body revived itself, became a thing we call Dead Spring Kaku. Fucking had a revenge plot against, like, the person who killed him originally, in a sense of the fucker, which turned out to be the adopted daughter that Kerwin Fruit took in. It was fucking batshit insane.
My brain hurts.
You have no fucking idea. And this lasted for a few years.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's
It is a
not.
lot harder
You
than
just
you think.
approach a person and ask if they want to be friends. If you
That
make
is
one
not
friend
how that
besides-
works at all.
So,
But
Are they back, or is it just...
so we don't.
I did
Well,
not say anything with that. No, you just asked if I could help you get
So-
home, and that was it. And I said yes.
I'll wait until we get to the. Actually, we can go over here.
Alright. You know what? I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna fly out the trunk. There. Wow, it's a bright sunny day. Now we don't have to worry about that shit. Okay.
Yeah. We should have done the other direction.
Traumatized by both his uncle and a friend of mine, my teacher. It's great, man.
Hello.
They pissed off more people than you.
Oh no, that's fucking impossible. I have definitely pissed more people off than him.
Oh, also Shadow knows the fucking bullshit that is what I'm telling her about the
I'm sorry.
Pissed off a couple elders. Demons, gods.
But so let's go over here. Down.
Sorry about that. I just had to check something real quick.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
So,
There's a box.
yeah, don't question the box.
I'm not gonna question it. Okay.
So, but yeah, this whole fucking thing happened like 3 to 4 years ago. And like I said, the whole fucking goal was for this god was literally fucking piecing out, quitting its job of being a god and fucking living its life as like human. So instead of staying here, it fucking made its own planet and yeeted off using a body it created, which had its own sentience and shit like that, in a convoluted scheme of sorts. The location that majority of this bullshit took place of was a set of ruins nearby the Hamel Memorial, which actually used to be a town called Hamel, but due to Summer's bullshittery in the sense of how he fucking made a fucking gigantic castle, and the fire elm, and the fucking pure bad luck of coincidences of fire monsters attacking the town alongside bandits, which wiped out the town. It just was a bullshit thing and a half, basically. Which is the reason why there's the Hamel Memorial there. But it's about 3 to 4 years of nothing. And you know the earthquake that fucking happened, right?
Yeah, the one where I thought my dad farted.
Yeah, did you check the Atlanta Herald?
Yeah, I did, and I went, what the fuck? That definitely is not the result of a fart.
Yeah, no, that's where we went yesterday.
Oh, no one got hurt, right? Like, no one fell down there, right?
Well, that's the odd thing. Because you know how the report said there was government officials that were sent there and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
So, we went there. And there was equipment, cars, and so forth. As if it was in the middle of a progression of historical studies. But there was no sign of life.
Huh.
There was no sign of a struggle, no sign of a skirmish. as if all of a sudden, poof, everybody was gone.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
There was clear signs of life, and it was really recent too, because there was tire marks and such like that all over the place. And they were pretty fresh as well, warm. But there was nothing.
That is weird. Did you guys find anything else?
We encountered this one fucking entity. Very ghost-like. Black sort of dude. Didn't have legs, kind of draped out like a dress, torn up dress, basically. But it didn't wear a dress, it's basically like the lower legs was dressed like, and then torso and head. Its head was kind of bald, and it was mainly faceless, except for, like, this hourglass-looking sort of symbol on its face. Like 2 triangles, one above the other. One facing down, one facing up. Sort of like an hourglass.
It wasn't hostile, right?
It kind of was. It was weird, cause it was doing this odd thing, and every time we kind of, it went after us first, and it was seemingly sucking something in the sense of things. We got tired every single time it hit us. Like,
so some type of energy drain then.
Something. So it just felt a little drained, like we were a little bit drained, basically. I got hit like once and didn't feel that big, but it like, we don't exactly know what it was doing, because it, other than just feeling a little off in the sense of things, it didn't seem like it did much. So I have no fucking clue what it was doing. And we're sitting here like,
it didn't look like a shady puppeteer, did it?
Like I said, kind of black in the sense of design. It didn't have any puppet strings or anything like that. Its face was kind of bald with 2 triangles, one facing down, one facing up, like an hourglass. It clearly wasn't clear.
So no heart symbols or anything?
No heart symbols or anything.
Okay.
The thing on its face was white when I first ran into it, but it turned red as soon as it fucking became aggro. And we think, I personally think that was not really the cause of what the fuck happened. Because, again, there was no skirmish, there was no signs of struggle in the place. And with something like that running amok, you would probably see footprints of people running or some sort of sign of issues there.
It's like they got yoinked as soon as, wherever they were.
So, don't know where the fuck they went. I'm concerned on that factor.
The only thing I can think of where it kind of reminded me of that was when the doctor kidnapped me and Daryl. Because all he did was just slap some kind of charm on us, and then we just poofed. And apparently, from what I was told, when they were trying to figure out where we went, they couldn't, because our footprints in the snow, there weren't any leaving or anything like that. They were just there.
And the thing was full-on ghost-like, by the way. Like, any, physical attacks just kind of went through the fucker. It took, like, I think long range magical to actually do something to it. And it didn't even fucking get killed. It ran away. It fucking went into the pit. Oh, it went, like I said, it went into the pit, basically. So, we don't know if it came from there or what.
That's interesting.
We had to climb down using a rope because the normal entranceway for the ruins itself was destroyed. Normally, at the ruins, there was a pillar with a rune on it. Touching it would open up a secret passage, leading us down to, like, this big room. And due to our previous events, we actually opened up a kind of travel way, but there was also a staircase taking us to basically this one area.
Hold on.
Hmm? Everything good?
Who's Miss Athena?
Miss Athena?
What? Who? Yeah, no one told me anything about it. Okay. No, Bishop was asking about something, apparently. Sorry. Something about Miss Athena causing a storm, but I don't know who Athena is.
Isn't Athena the shark lady in PL?
I thought her name was Calypso.
Oh, Calypso. That's a Calypso. My bad. I fucking I get names confused, like, a lot of the time. My bad.
Unless there's something going on with that. I mean, I have no idea. I've been out of the loop. Usually when it comes to... if it's not something that directly affects Dreamtopia, I usually kind of black it out of my mind.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, if anyone told me anything, I probably just didn't,
That's
just like, okay, whatever, I don't
That's
care.
100% fair. But anyway, but like I said, normally the portal thing that we opened up also led to the same location, which was this kind of like cliffside with which fucking the place looks amazing. Like it's like this cliffside that leads off into this space unknown with gears rotating, with like I don't know what. It's interesting, but there's also an elevator there. It's always kind of been there since we first found it, and it's always been kind of locked. The funny thing is, you can kind of now see it with the gaping gap of the hole, looking down into the hole. But from what we know, the elevator apparently takes us down to the center of the earth. But it's always kind of been locked.
Huh.
If I remember correctly, it reads out, "Destination locked. The gears are always changing." So, when we went down there, nothing seemed new. Other than the fact we can see the light of the fucking sky now, if we looked up. But, yeah. it was just... I want to find answers on my end. So does Shadow and a few others. Curb and Fruity, I'm not too sure on that front. Because they seemed consent in the sense of the answer they got for their daughter. So...
Yeah, Fruity seemed shaken up when I talked to her.
Oh yeah, because the place holds a lot of fucking memories for their daughter, Altina. I was more connected to Kaku, who was the other friend out and resurrected. The shitty thing was the last time I saw him, he was getting impaled through the chest by a god, so... Which was shitty because... No, here's the shitty part. He fucking was gone for months and months on end. And all of a sudden he shows up, and on the same day he showed up, he gets impaled and goes into a comatose state where that was the last time I saw him. Everybody else got to see him, but that was the last day I saw him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then the next thing I know, he's no longer on this planet. And he's no longer himself.
You know, sometimes I get annoyed when people say that, you know, we're terrible, but then I hear about God's doing that shit, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I agree. I would never do that, though. Unless, of course, they directly threaten Dreamtopia or any of my family friends, but...
So, right now, we're kind of in the state of trying to figure out stuff. And... I had a fucking...
Well, if I hear or see anything, you know, I'll bring it up, but...
Yeah... I... did have a theory or two on my end, because... Dead Spring Kaku later on turned into... because when Summer... killed the Dead Spring... body... the force that was in it actually went back into Kaku. And at that point, when he was Fall Kaku, he had a split personality. At that point. During daytime, he was basically this calm dude who had the abilities of wind by his side. Very wise and such like that. During nighttime, he was all spooky, scary, darkness type of deal, and we decided to nickname the other half to Retta to make things fucking easier on our asses. It didn't mind. The last time we heard about Retta was from Kaku on the day he got impaled. Apparently, him and Retta split up into two separate bodies down in the center of the earth and duked it out. I'm not exactly sure what happened down there, but there is a possibility of Retta's... I have a guess that Retta's still down there. Because, fucking hell, even though... the possibility of Hay, even though the case of Hay could have just... fucking... he could have survived. The whole fucking brawl thing. See who survived type of deal. So that was one theory I have. Another theory of sorts was to activate the elevator. Because when we first found the elevator, we found one of Kaku's staffs. Because Kakuretta was a big fan of, Kaku himself was a big fan of staffs. His winter form had one, his summer form had one, his spring form had one. Like, all his fucking season had a staff at one point or another. I think we have like 3 staffs now. Because his winter staff turned to his, spring staff. And when he lost that shit, he got a new staff. which was a summer variation for the match's theme. And then Fall had gotten his own staff, which was actually really cool because it was this orange orb with a bird on it. So
That sounds cool.
yeah, like I said, each of them had their different personalities and shit like that. Winter was kind of silent and cold. Didn't actually talk at all, but he was just kind of goofy in the sense of things. White hair, blue hoodie, pale skin, blue jeans, like torn up jeans and stuff like that. Spring, his whole thing was healing, bringing stuff to life and so forth. He had brown hair, more tannish skin. At first he had a green hoodie, but he lost that after he died in the middle of spring and got revived. And brown pants. His staff had plants all over it, and with a kind of green orb in the middle. Summer, he was a total fucking dickwad. I did not interact with him that much, but Shadow did. Absolute fucking hothead of an individual. Shirtless with a fucking, like, flaming hot jacket on. His hair was a combination of, like, orange and red. Their eyes would also change as well because winter was blue, spring was green, winter was like... Actually, no. Winter was blue, spring was like green, summer was like this orangey, like fiery red. And like I said, he was a fucking temperamental hothead. And I think his pants were like this kind of reddish, dark red. Fall himself, he had orange hair, which was combed back in the sense of his daylight version of himself. It was combed back, it was orange, he had orange eyes, he had, kind of a little bit of a pale skin tone compared to summer and spring, but not too pale like winter's was. He actually wore a cloak with a black shirt and black pants. And like I said, his staff was a wooden staff with a orb at the end with a bird kind of holding the orb onto the stick. Fall's spooky side, he basically had the hood up from his cloak and wore a mask. And that's the only difference.
Yeah, that seems alright.
And Summer's whole power was whole fire and stuff like that. Being a hothead and such like that, so it was fitting. Fall, like I said, he was more wise and caring in the sense of things during the daylight, and he had the power of wind and such. But during, he had a little bit of a darkness power to it, but that showed up much more during nighttime when Retta was out and about in the sense of the spooky mask stuff. And Retta's whole personality was he didn't really give two shits. His whole thing was darkness, spookiness, I am fear itself. Kind of just the Halloween vibe you would probably get.
Yeah, that sounds like someone I know.
But yeah, he's gone now, and we're still having questions. What the fuck was going on and such. And now, after 3 to 4 years, why the fuck did a massive fucking hole just burst open? Yeah.
And why now?
Yeah, exactly. Why now of all times? Oh god, it's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass if... Oh god. So the funny thing was... it wasn't just one god we were interacting with. It was kind of like 3 or 4. The funny thing was
interactions, or
well, the funny thing was 3 of the gods was actually one. Because her whole deal was basically she was a major god that was 3 gods combined. Apparently there was a fucking lack of communication with the 3 of them, in the sense of one of them was thinking that the main god who was trying to fucking escape his, Flux being a fucking pain in the ass, but,
yeah, you froze for that.
yeah. But basically there was a lack of communication there, because apparently 2 of the 3 were in cahoots with the one god that wanted to fucking skedaddle and live his life as human. While the 3rd one thought that he was trying to destroy the world and did not want that to happen.
Seems about right.
Yeah. So, the one that we interacted with the most was the one that thought that the major god wanted to destroy the land and shit like that. Wanted to destroy the world. That she was the one that gave us the note on telling us what the fuck happened, and the factor of like, hey, Kaku's gone and Altina's no more, in the sense of she's still alive and shit like that. She's just on the other side of the fucking planet and we can't fucking see her or else she'll go berserk. Yeah. So
Shit's fucked. That's all I'm gonna say on all that.
So we're currently kind of scratching our heads and shit like that. The funny thing was, we were so much into this fucking rabbit hole of a fucking scene 3 to 4 years back that I actually ended up learning runes, how to read them. Because fucking Altina kept on using Elder Frock runes in her writing, and none of the other guys were attempting to learn that shit, so I decided to fucking say fuck it and actually learned the language.
Can I read runes? I don't know if I can or not. I'll have to see.
It's
because I have a spell that I can cast that lets me translate languages, but I don't know if runes count. I know I can't read hieroglyphics. There we go.
Runes I would think
that exists.
I would think runes would count, because in the sense of how you place the because runes itself, depending on how they're used, can be used as an alphabet. For example, Elder Frock runes is the ones that I'm able to read, which is very old fucking runes to start with. Like, if you think of a rune alphabet as like a family tree sort of deal, in the sense of different versions of runes, Elder Frock rune is one of those alphabets that are near the base of the tree because how old it is.
Oh, alright, I gotcha.
So, there's different variations of runes, but Elder Frock runes is one of the oldest. So, they can, so because of that, I can give some guesses if even some of the letters are different to what I'm normally able to read. Because
I'll have to give it a try then.
Yeah, because how alphabet lettering kind of works in the sense of a family tree line is normally as time goes on, the alphabet gets evolved and slow progresses. At first, there might not be major changes, like only like 1 or 2 letters changes. It's the layer on in the branches that have wide variety of how it looks. But the closer it is, the more similar they are.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
God, it got late early,
Yeah.
didn't it? Or is it just me?
No, I think it did. But
I'm not complaining.
But I'm trying to see if Cinnabelle will show up today or whatever, so I can talk to him about this, because he's in the know about it. He was kind of there partially because I kind of got him dragged into it. Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'll see him, I'll direct him over to you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, definitely.
I just know I'm just like, about the whole fucking ordeal. Fucking screaming. I already felt fucking tension being there because of the fact that, like, again, I think at least two of the people in our group don't want to mess around with this any much more. And they're content to just what happened. Well, the rest of us are looking for answers in the sense of things, and we're sitting here like, I think we have a good reason why we should probably look into this, especially with the fucking disappearance of a science team of the sun and...
Yeah, like I know you don't want to, like, think about it and stuff like that or talk about it, but with something like that, you're gonna have to figure out eventually.
Yeah, because we're literally one of the few folks that know the place a lot more. Know the history of it, basically. Hell, from the scientists there, they didn't even know what the ruins were, in the sense of things. They were trying to figure that out themselves. But I'm curious if what the fuck happened there. I'm gonna be laughing if they got yeeted to a very pleasant location, though. I'm gonna be laughing if they got, like, yeeted to, like, a vacation spot.
Some massive hand comes out of the sky and goes, nope, not allowed, and then just flicks them off into the atmosphere somewhere.
Oh, I don't think it... No. It wouldn't have been like that. I think it would have been just, like, this whole... No, let's not have you guys look into it. Let's move you guys to a different location. Drops them off on, like, an island or something like that for, like, a vacation spot.
What if we take the science team and push it
somewhere else? Because, like I said, there was no signs of a skirmish or any sort of combat sort of situation that happened there.
It's like they just vanished.
Literally. Like, tools were on the floor, the computers were still on, and had data, and they were just, it seemingly stopped in the middle in the sense of something interrupted them, or something stopped, as if they were in the middle of typing when it happened.
Maybe they all collectively said the name that you're never supposed to say, because if you do, then he comes and ties you up.
I have no fucking clue. That'd be kind of funny if they all said it at once, though.
It's just like, they're all like, oh my god, look, it's Candle Jack! Just poofed.
But, yeah. We're still trying to figure out what the fuck that hooded figure was. Which, part of me has a feeling it's related to Greta in some case. It's just this whole situation, per se.
Sounds like it. Can't have shit in Detroit, I guess.
Yeah, but this is something I've been kind of Like I said, it's been something our group's been fucking around with. Like 3 and 4 years ago, it went on for like a few years. It stopped 3 to 4 years ago.
Now it started back up again.
Yep.
At the worst time, too.
You don't say.
With all the fucking wars going on outside of here.
Mm.
And that's why I just, you know, whenever war shit comes up, I'm just like, I'm gonna go to Dreamtopia, I'm gonna sit, and I'm gonna relax. Of course, if shit happened here, then I would get really, you know, I would obviously help and fight, because this is my home, but...
Yeah.
If it's like in Zafira, I'm just like, fuck that place.
With Atlanta Saka, it's at least a lot more better in the sense of its fucking community and shit.
Yeah. I mean, hell, we have a sky.
Yeah.
We're not underground for once. God, I remember I used to live in Zafira. I hated it. I kept begging Dad for us to move, but he's like, well, where do you want to move to? And I didn't know Orlando Saka existed until Uncle Joe took me here.
Yeah, and then you find out, it's like, hey, this place is a lot more fucking better. Yes, it's batshit insane.
Dad doesn't like it all that much, but...
It might be...
I don't know, he might move out after me and Daryl move in together.
That's fair. It may be batshit insane, but, it's... And plus, the funniest thing is, most of the shit that keeps on happening to this town is because of outside sources. If you think about it.
Yeah! No, you're absolutely correct.
Nothing within the city itself is bad. The bad shit that keeps on happening in this city is outside forces.
It's literally the people coming in here. Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly.
Which is funny as fuck, if you think about it.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'll admit, I'm gonna admit right now, my Dreamtopians fly around, they cause mischief. I'll own up to that.
Yeah, but so does Land of Sokka in the sense of its residents at times, but it's not to a degree of fucking risk of death. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
We do have shenanigans here. I mean, hell, the seaside has kaijus playing volleyball with each other with a giant beach ball. We have snowball wars, nearly every year. Which is basically a snowball fight gone extreme.
I will make all the snowballs and I will project them like a fucking Tommy gun, like a fucking machine gun. Just
You should work with Shock. Shock has a fucking snowball cannon.
I'm in.
He literally has a snowball cannon. One year I went into big form. I grabbed a shit ton of snow and made a really big snowball in my big form. Shock had his snowball cannon and was riding my shoulder as we were running down the fucking street.
I love that. You know what? We should take an extra step. A snowball tank.
Oh my god.
Snowball tank. That's going in the vault.
We had the festival. When we were dealing with the the fucking Hand of Zarish bullshit, when we finally got those guys kicked out, the whole city was celebrating in the sense of all the stores, all the restaurants were serving free food. There was parades going down the street in celebration. It was like a fiesta for the next few days, over the weekend and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember when this place got attacked. I was hiding the entire time. I went to see Uncle Joe, and then the attack happened, so I just hid.
I went big for him and attacked, truthfully. I tried attacking him, though the Hand of Zarish fucking, did some fucking damage on me, so I had to be escorted out to get healed.
Well, to be fair though, this was like back when I didn't really know how to properly fight.
That's
so
fair.
I had magic, I just didn't know how to control it.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Ugh.
Anyway, you want to check out the festival?
Sure.
It should be close for fireworks.
Yeah, I think so anyway.
And I didn't have to yell at people yesterday for leaving trash everywhere. People were actually respectful.
That's good.
Because that's the one thing I don't like about big parties outside is that people leave trash everywhere.
Yeah, funny enough, Orlando Sock is really pretty decent about that.
Well, a lot of, my friends that I'm mutual friends with Joe, that have never been here before, I was just kind of worried that they were going to break the rules or something, but they were pretty good about them, so.
Yeah. That's good.
I didn't want to go up to the chicken man and be like, hey, pick your shit up or I'll fry you.
I still think it's funny Karu fucking bought all the cotton candy. I still have a bag. Yeah, no, Karu bought all the cotton candy and was just giving them out.
Yeah, somebody bought all the candy apples, too.
Oh, shit.
I think that was Katsuo, actually, now that I think about it.
Hey, it's a good support for the fucking venues.
And I'm over here just like, ha, listen. You could buy all my ice cream. I don't care. But there's gonna be more that you missed. Plus, it was a birthday, so I wasn't really gonna charge people for ice cream.
That's fair.
I should have charged... If it wasn't Joe's birthday, I would have charged him, because he requested the grossest flavor, and I was like, you've gotta be kidding me, it's gonna hurt to make this.
Seriously?
Cheese! Oogie. He wanted cheese ice cream.
What the fuck?
Hey there, you guys.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Patty.
Have you seen Lila around?
No, me and Oogie were, like, in the park most of the day.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, soda on me the whole time.
Hooray, there's no rain here. I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's only in the city.
Yeah, did Bishop ever explain what he was talking about, or?
Well, I caught him having a conversation with the police. Apparently the police were also not informed of something, so we were as in the dark as they were, allegedly.
Yeah, because I don't know
regarding
who
that particular
Athena
matter.
is. I've never heard of them before, so.
Greek god of war? No, that's the other one.
No, I don't think the Greek god of war is the one causing a rainstorm.
Yeah.
Maybe someone played that Toto Africa song too much, and no.
I was playing the Song of Storms. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Oh my god.
Hey there. Hey.
I only learned that song so that whenever I see Ganondorf, I just play it in front of him just to piss him off.
Oh.
Of course not.
That was literally the only reason why I learned how to play it.
Well, I don't know how to react to that. Okay, as long as you don't get punched by Ganondorf, or
He can try.
Shall we head to the forest?
Sure.
Yes.
He can try to punch me, but I'm gonna get him as he's monologuing.
How does he?
All video game villains do that, are you kidding me?
Not all of them.
The smart ones don't.
Like what? What if you?
Yeah, the
Okay, so
smart
what if you're
ones
playing
don't.
like? What if you're like playing Sonic 2 and like Eggman has like one line of text? Or Robotnik.
I've never played.
Sorry.
I've never played any of the Sonic games. I played Sonic Heroes, I think, and I think I played that weird Sonic
Oh, the
Dreams
one with the
collection
annoying
game.
song.
That's not an annoying song. What do you mean? That's a good fucking song.
Sonic, I'm put off by it.
Sonic Hero.
You'll summon him.
It's
You know,
better than that other song where it's like Sonic Underground.
I saw Sonic on Tuesday fighting zombies. It was the most hilarious thing.
Was it the small one?
It was the small one, like you know, 2D Sonic but 3D.
I like that 2D Sonic. He's pretty pog.
Okay.
Down the
Hey.
for some reason.
You should get some shaved ice. It's good.
I might get it later. So this is where you've been.
I see how it is, you traitor. You know, I have an ice cream truck parked in this forest, and you get shaved ice from a different establishment.
There was an actual living person over there selling it. I wasn't gonna buy it from a bot.
I'm hurt.
However, any issues arise, I'm not buying.
I'll buy it if you sell it to me.
Actually, the funny thing is, Patty was walking around asking where you were, Lila.
Yeah, let me go grab Patty real quick.
She's been here. Go get her. She's up here.
Sitting here this whole time.
Yeah.
She's been
Right?
waiting for Patty.
That's the funny thing.
What the hell, Patty? What the hell? I'm done. Hey, Oogie.
That's a move. That is still very much in my mood. I relate.
Just some stuff happened yesterday evening.
No.
What color is Tiger's blood? Not blue?
Tiger's blood is like a reddish orange.
Oh, okay.
But it tastes like coconut and pineapple.
Huh. That's weird.
Coconut and pineapple.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of coconut. I mean, kind of like it. I like the smell. I like the smell though. I don't like the
The smell is nice.
consistency, I guess.
Continue on to my rant.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd
And
buy it
only
if you
that,
sold
but
it to
does
me.
their shaved ice melt? Mine doesn't.
I'm telling you, I want to buy ice cream from you.
Okay, what kind do you want? What kind do you want?
Would it be ice?
Do you have chocolate?
Wait a minute. Never mind. There are children here.
Exactly.
Never mind. Sorry. Forget I asked.
Yeah.
Anything?
Okay,
What was he asking?
Nothing.
I didn't ask. Anything.
Okay, what'd you want? Did you want chocolate custard, chocolate ice cream scoops of...
I've never tried chocolate custard.
Okay. She's gonna reach into Nirvana. She's gonna pull out a chocolate ice cream custard cone. Here you go.
Ooh. Is this like supposed to be creamier or something, or what is it?
Flux.
Describe it.
Yeah, it's like it's soft serve creamier. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. Thank you.
Oh, and my stuff doesn't melt in the sun.
Yeah. I like it. I like chocolate.
How does
It's
it
good.
not melt if it's ice?
She's magic.
I sent some people to a world called the Neverwinter, quote unquote, where it would always snow. And they had ice that even when the sun was out and snow, it wouldn't melt with the sun out. And apparently it was like its chemical buildup or its crystal buildup. So I wanted them to bring back samples for me so I could implement it in my ice cream.
And so she did.
Neverwinter that always snows. But why would they name that?
I don't know. It's really weird, but I will not suggest going there because apparently there
Shouldn't it be Everwinter?
It should be Everwinter.
At least.
Yeah, it should. But
Okay,
I will
maybe
say
it's like
right now, you should...
Greenland.
Oh my god! You're not wrong.
It's like Greenland and Iceland.
Yeah.
It's so that people want, when people are like, oh, Neverwinter, it must be summer there all the time. Sounds like a beach vacation. They go, snow.
That's the.
I will say though, I don't suggest going because
No,
there
seriously,
are rhinos there that are made out of like pure ice that will fuck your shit up. Apparently.
Oh.
I've had an ice dragon once. That was fucking fun.
But yeah, no, fucking Iceland and Greenland, I believe, also has the same situation where their fucking names are actually opposites.
Yes, I'm saying.
Oh, give me a second.
I can tell.
Apparently, according to what Bishop... Well, I was just told that Bishop went to go talk to the police about it, and even the police don't know.
About what?
You're in a
oh, the police? Yeah. No. Apparently they're multi-dimension hoppers. That's what the police told Higgs. The short guys in tactical armor.
No, they were talking about the weather.
Oh, never mind. I'm talking out of my ass. Never mind.
Someone's controlling it, and that's all I heard.
Yeah, that's all we heard too, and apparently the cops don't even know about it. So actually, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I did not play the Song of Storms.
I'll keep this thing.
You wave it at someone and scare them, make them think that you're casting spells. But
Ooh. Oh, wow. And then you'll just hit them.
yeah.
Bonk.
Break their kneecap.
Bonk.
Oh, don't bonk yourself.
Whose kneecaps are we taking?
Someone. We don't know who yet. Maybe you.
Here we go again.
What?
I get beat up a lot.
Why?
I don't know. Usually because people who don't like me or wants me dead try to beat me up, and then I try to make sure other people don't get beat up and hurt.
Maybe you should make more friends, or better friends.
I saw it on the way here.
Be nicer people.
Are they sentient? Think that you're casting
Or better
spells,
friends.
Mm.
Oh, the robots?
No.
I don't know where the bread is.
What are you talking about?
I don't really question stuff here.
That thing in black and red. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like Zephyria.
If I can't get an answer, I can't get an answer. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't
know if people know what it
I'm
is.
gonna charge at one of them.
Like I said, I don't.
As long as they're not charging us and attacking us, we're fine.
Yeah, that's one of those things of like, if
All
it's
is good in the neighborhood.
yeah, it's as long as it's peaceful, I don't give two shits.
Understand.
I would like not to fight if I have to.
Yeah.
Patty!
Where is she? There she is.
I'm sorry.
I swear if she still misses us. Okay, there we go. For a second I was worried.
Intensely just
Hello?
walks past us.
Yeah. Just looks at the other side, just keeps going. Hey Patty.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hello, Patty.
You been enjoying yourselves here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had shaved ice. It's great.
Oh, so
We got we got shaved ice.
Hey, it's been.
Jeez, I need that
hi?
considering where I was just a little while ago.
Oh, sorry, fucking thought progress. I don't remember your name, but hi.
Oh, sorry. It was raining in the city center here. Maybe this will help.
Yeah.
Not really. Apologize, dude.
You could just say your name.
Still not ringing any bells. It's been a while.
Most people call me by nicknames.
Oh.
Like,
Just say your name, they're not guessing.
Coolness over here, cause
the guy who looks like the guy who looks like the one I once.
I spent a little bit of time over in the city area.
It was raining over
Fine,
there.
I'll ask the question. What is your name?
He says people give him nicknames.
I couldn't do it. It's too rainy out. I think
That's
so wet.
I'm gonna call you Bob, and that's just how it's, and then I'm gonna forget it tomorrow.
As long as you don't get it right, that's fine. I've heard that, certain Fae have, like, powers beyond what they should.
Are you a Fae?
No, as far as I'm aware, but I'd rather not test it.
New creature.
Sorry, I'm a Fae.
Sorry,
I wouldn't pretend to be. Yeah, you're
Oh.
Pokemon here.
Yeah, nope, there are Pokemon active. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
There's like at least 5 other animals running around here as well. So
Yeah. It's
Can we catch them all?
Can I pay for the insurance premium? No, thank you.
Petty.
Yeah.
See what you gotta do.
Hey.
You act like I have insurance.
Big stick.
Big stick.
Okay, look, you may not care for insurance, but if me living here, having a Pokemon, high insurance premiums. There is it is really, really, really high. Where'd you pick the staff up from?
I found a stick, and I found it looked a bit like that, and I kind of get clawed at it until it looked good. I kept clawing at it until
a puppy.
Oh.
It's just a big stick. That's
It is a puppy. Or it looks like a puppy.
Puppy.
Uh-oh.
I mean, like, you made a good choice. It's still adorable.
And there goes Percy.
Sorry I haven't been able to kind of teach you or Lila how to be doing any kind of magic stuff. Lately it's just, a little bit.
I'm gonna run around a little bit.
Why'd you do this?
Can I come pet you? You're so cute. You want some too, guys?
Come. It is obviously showing signs of that it's healing itself properly.
I'm gonna...
Oh.
Hey.
Hi. Just taking a walk?
Yeah.
So, how was yesterday? Okay.
Yeah. Just a big what the fuck session.
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, I've told. Really? What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? Like... It's one of those situations where it's like, I don't know where the fuck to start first. And the funny thing, I talked to Sapphire about this, and I want to talk to Cinnabelle about this. Because he knows some of the stuff that we were experiencing in the goddamn past fucking 3 to 4 years ago. Like, straight up. Just fucking questions off the fucking wazoo once more.
I should be transparent about something.
If you try visiting there, just a fucking heads up. So I put a thing down as a bit of a ward off for folks. Oh, you saw? Okay.
I visited there earlier in the day.
So you noticed the fucking...
Not because I wanted to, person.
So you noticed the vehicles and equipment laying around, right?
Yes, the fact that they're gone is... No one's there.
Yeah, the strangest thing is we got there early because when we got there, the tire tracks were warm. And there was no footprints, no sign of life, no sign of struggle or anything.
And that would mean that they would have nearly 24 hours to have people show up again, and they didn't.
Really?
I know some operations. I know how operations usually go, and the fact is, if they realize that people are missing, they usually immediately send teams because a lot of people missing equals lots of problems.
Yeah, but...
And the fact that when I showed up, there's still no one, that's a problem.